y'all niggas sleep. Trey most definitely sleep. Trey. Hello? Niggas coming in here sleep. Mm. That shit. The George Gervin jump. I got the Kyrie joint now. That nigga just went to the top. He literally got it in the corner wide open to drive to the top to dribble. I'm dead. Mm. Boy, some niggas want to hoop tonight. Oh. Mm. Let me go ahead and light my blunt. That was to you, Dave. Yeah. I see we starting out early, Trey Trey. Let's keep this shit going. Bum ass niggas. Mm-hmm. Chill, Mo. What she been doing there? Nah, Mo. How y'all feel about that last episode? Oh man, Dave. Uh, no, I don't watch that shit. Yeah, yeah. I don't watch that. Mm. Oh. Hey, Dave. Hey, Dave. You see the clip Trey Trey posted in the chat? He's stealing our moves, cuz. He's stealing our moves. We taught this nigga a move. He don't know how to act no more. Look, and guess what the move is? The Euro the no, the Euros and the Pro Hops into the smashes. Trey man been going crazy with that shit. He that boy waited at the 3-point line. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do that shit." Look, he over here wildin'. He making anything. Mm. last ep- last episode this week. Mm-hmm. Season finale this week. It come on Friday. Episode 9 come on Friday. And then in 2 weeks on the 14th, the Falcon and Winter Soldier show start. Nah, it's a show. It's 6 hour long episodes. Yeah, bruh. So, and then after that, it's gonna be yeah, it's a Loki TV show. And then after that, that's when the movies come out. The first movie that's coming out is gonna be the Black Widow joint. Sharp. But that's the movie that's supposed to start off the new phases and shit. I don't know how it's gonna connect because it's just like Black Widow did and shit. You're right. That's what I'm like. You know what I'm saying? They giving her like a little prequel, but they said the Black Widow movie take place after Infinity War and before Endgame. So we're gonna see what the hell she was doing with her family and shit. And it's supposed to be kind of setting up a young Black Widow with her sister and shit. Then after that, we supposed to get Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. That's basically like a nigga. He basically the Bruce Lee of the Marvel universe. Sure, December 17th or December 21st, I think. Don't get your hopes up. It ain't confirmed yet. But but it'll be dope if they do something because it's like the Spider-Man movie is gonna be connected with WandaVision, and you probably don't know yet because you ain't start watching. But like WandaVision is gonna be like dealing with like different dimensions and realities and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying? You know what that means. Have you seen the little Into the Spider Verse movie, the cartoon joint, Miles Morales, and you saw how like they came from the different realities, those different Spider Man and shit, right? They gonna kind of do that, but with the live action jump, but with the niggas we know. You know what I'm saying? Because the cast is already sus. They didn't confirm Tobey Maguire or other cuz the other two Spider-Mans, but they did confirm villains that was in those other movies. That's what's sus about it. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? They gotta be in that shit. You know what I'm saying? They have to be in that shit. It's supposed to connect. So WandaVision is supposed to lead into the Spider Verse movie. I mean the Spider Man movie that come out in December. This the last movie. This the last Spider Man movie in the contract. So they got to sign a new deal. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But it was all. But you know, it was all under Sony, cause Sony and Marvel they do the only thing they got a problem with is Spider Man, cause that's their biggest asset. You know, Spider Man bringing all the money. Like think about it. It's think about all like the superheroes that's been around, right? Which superheroes has like been redone the most or like recasted the most to make new movies? Spider-Man and Batman, bruh. Spider-Man and Batman. I ain't even see the I ain't see the first one. Is the first one tight? I ain't see that or the Shazam joint. But that's why I'm hyped. That's why I'm hyped for the Snyder cut of the Justice League joint because I want to see like what else they gonna have Aquaman doing in that shit. Well, everybody for real, for real. It's like more of a family superhero type jump. Like it don't fit into like the Superman and Batman shit that they did. Cause like that shit was like way darker. Look like my brother look lagging too. It's some joint coming out this year too. Trey Trey called the Eternals. That's the last Marvel. That's the last Marvel movie that's coming out this year. It's only what? It's three. It's three Marvel movies coming out, and then the fourth Marvel movie that's coming out technically is the Sony joint, which is Spider-Man, and that's the last one. Oh, they said we about to take this shit out of space. Shit about to get vicious. I wonder what the fuck that Eternals joint gonna hit on for real. Fuck no, he ain't say nothing. He ain't hit me. Well, he would have joined the chat. Mm-hmm. Staying here. Keep hooping till we hoop. Hey, and they hooping too. I only got 4 points. I don't mind because they passing the ball. They playing defense. That Doctor Strange joint don't come out till next year. That's gonna be that's gonna be the trilogy in a way to conclude the WandaVision shit. Because it's like WandaVision, that's leading into Spider-Man, and then the Spider-Man joint gonna lead into the Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. They say that shit gonna be a horror movie. I'm with all that shit. Mm-hmm. What do you say? Oh yeah, me too. Oh, that's on me. Damn. Did you see that? Did you see the fucking the trailer for that fucking seafood joint? Trey, that's coming out for the P5. It's called Seafood, bruh. Look that shit up after this game, bruh. You gonna be amazed. That's it's like a bruh. It's a kung fu joint, bro. Like a story, one player story jump, kung fu jump, bro. That shit look OC, bruh. Wait till you see it, bruh. Wait till you see it. Wait till you see it. And then, but you gotta pay attention in the trailer though, right? Every time you die, the nigga get older, right? So you basically gotta like try and finish the game. You know what I'm saying? Young as shit type shit, or you know what I'm saying, without getting old as fuck to where you can't fight no more. Fuck yeah. But the crazy thing is, when you looking at him right and you see him playing, Dave, you had the ball. When you watching the trailer and you seeing him fighting shit, right, Trey? When he die and get older, the nigga hands get faster. It's scary, bruh. It's scary. The nigga hands get faster. His hands start off slow as shit in the beginning. And then get into the trailer. Then his hands are fast as a motherfucker by the end. Oh, they worked them. I'm about to fucking look that shit up my damn self. That's my favorite trailer for the year right now. For games, at least. When the fuck they delay God of War? When they delay that shit? Nah, man. You lying, bro. Where you see this at? Cause they said that shit coming out this year, and I followed the dude who directs the game on Twitter and shit, and he be posting like sneaky shit, like you know what I'm saying, to get us ready for the game. So I know that shit coming. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You see what I'm talking about, Trey Trey? You see what the fuck we talking about? Yeah, I don't mind as long as it come out this year because it's been long enough. I need a sequel to that masterpiece that I had in 2018. That was a masterpiece, bruh. See, see, I'm a old head, low key, and I don't got no kids. But the jump made me feel for some shit. You know what I'm saying? By the end of the game, I was like, damn, bro, I almost shed a tear. I almost shed a tear, cuz I was like, this shit is amazing. And then, right shit, did you see the post credit scene in that shit? Cause you killed Thor's sons. Remember the two that you had to fight them niggas and shit. It was the last, no, it was in the last one when you was where his son was with you and shit. You had to fight. It was a two. It was a fighting joint where you had to fight two people at the same time. It was two bosses, and one of them can make like lightning come from like his axe or some shit. Those was Thor's sons. That's why like in the end credit scene, Thor pop up and shit. Fuck yeah, boy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He a whole god. That's what I'm saying, bro. Atreus is like, did you peep his real name, right? That nigga real name is fucking Loki, bro. Like what? He gonna be OC in the next joint, bro. I hope he a little bit older, or do I hope he a little bit older. Like not. But the boy that play him, he little as shit. He real live that height, for real. Cause I seen him in this movie. It's called Mid '90s, and he be skateboarding and shit. He little as shit, bro. Oh yeah. When him and the dude that played Kratos came up there, did Cuz most definitely don't look like he's supposed to play Kratos or had that voice or had that fucking voice, huh? That nigga was like, what did he say at the Game Awards? He was like, boy. Yeah, like shit. That shit is crazy. Cause he was like, he was reading something or something, and then he was just like, boy, show whatever or something. That John was funny as shit. He don't even call him like Atreus or like he don't, you realize you don't even call him Atreus or his son until like maybe 60 to 70% of the game. because it was just like Atreus kind of had to earn that respect. I get it. And nigga Kratos really ain't know him and shit, you know? That shit was tight. I like that relationship. That last fight was crazy. Boy, when I played it the second time, I played that giant on the hardest difficulty, but I played it with the new game plus, so I had all my powers and shit still. Bruh, I was still getting punished by cuz. I'm about to I'm about to re-download that shit. You know we got it for free. Oh, you don't got PlayStation Plus? Uh clutch. I was about to say, you got PlayStation Plus, that shit they most definitely give it to us for free. Did you ever play that? You ever played that the joint is called Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order? It's kind of like how God of War was, like the combat, like more tactical. I can understand why you don't like it, but that John vicious. That John vicious, bruh. I can totally understand. I can totally understand why he ain't fuck with that shit. Mm-hmm. Game time.
First, you get hit by some driver. And now, you're hurt. When you need a lawyer, you have a lawyer.
It helps. It sets you off in the right direction, for sure.
I can afford all the people that are really good.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not mad.
The way Rory talking to LeBron,
Got an AI on me.
Even Cal Dion came up with it.
You hope they got another one?
Hey, the way that he talking to the king.
Yeah. Hope Kyle really went in there and did his thing.
Hope you in the oranges get a couple slaps.
I hope you can out Chris Brown.
Yeah, that's a fact. Because when Chris get to singing for LeBron,
Yeah, might hit a little different.
yeah.
Might hit a little different on that Metro Boomin beat than on the Rory
You know
drums.
Rory ain't got no Metro Boomin or his shit.
Nah.
Metro Thud.
I was talking.
I like the show. I liked it.
I was talking to Just yesterday, and I never bring up my friends when I'm talking to people, but I don't know why in this moment I felt like it was appropriate. You know, Just is cool with Rory Moore. So I'm like, yo, man, did Rory hit you about his album? Because you got to get something on there.
Oh, I appreciate that.
And Just was like,
Trey.
Justin,
Game
well,
started,
me,
Trey.
like, me? No. I said, no, I meant like somebody from your label, like one of your acts. And he said, yeah, man, Rory reached out to me, but I told him, like, my artists don't move for nothing but the money. And I was like, I get that. I guess I make sense of that.
Justice shot on my podcast. Boom, we went out to LA. But no, I've hit Justice more for like EO stuff and other stuff. I didn't have anything. I want to wait on those type of things. I'm not running to my friends Like, yo, get Summer on this just to get Summer on this. Yeah. Nothing felt right yet for it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, Justice came. Justice listened to the whole album. On camera, told me what was trash, told me what was good. It was a great conversation we had.
You should probably find something that feels right for Summer. I don't understand when guys say, I didn't come up with nothing yet for Mike Jack.
No, because
it's Michael Jackson.
I got an AI on me.
Just let him go. Yeah, just give him something to go in there and do what he want to do.
I get the joke you're saying though, but with a lot of artists, when
shit though,
they're that far in the world, you only get one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you wanted. Mm-hmm. But once they hear your name and they don't like the first one, they're probably not going to listen the second time. So if I don't even like it, I'm not just going to send something to an artist because I know them.
That's where me and Janae went wrong.
Just censor everything?
I said 20 trash.
See? You started flooding the inbox.
That's where the truth of the matter. That's where the real crux of the beef was born.
Oh, man.
I was sending her mad bullshit. I'm like, yo, if you just do your little croon thing in this spot, ooh.
Yeah. Croon thing on this spot.
Hey, no email got sent back to me.
Said scene.
Yeah.
Delivered. A lot of delivers.
Yeah.
Hit you back with, I'll live with this.
Yeah.
It didn't do anything to me on the first play.
Yeah.
But
or the second play.
Yeah. I'll go back to it.
That's when our manager was like, she just takes a really long time to
write.
Oh
my God. That was.
She takes a really long time to write.
Everyone's fired. That's me.
She put out 5 projects. she's written 5.
She got another one coming.
I'm kidding, of course.
What you did when Justice called your shit trash?
Oh, you can call the whole thing trash at all. There was one song that I liked a lot. He was like, no, this shouldn't be on here at all. Which I appreciate, because I really appreciate Justice here.
Of course.
Yeah, it was the same day, that was the exact day that a gentleman approached me about mauling his podcasting with certain women. Same night.
So I don't know if I ever heard that. So love.
I love when I get to lean back.
No.
It ain't got nothing to do with you. Nah, I saw love.
My shit right here.
I told that story. I went from one studio to another, and tell your man, stop talking about my girl.
That's all love.
Thought you had something
You
new.
know, it's all love.
All right, Twitter announces paid super follows to let you charge for tweets. Twitter announced a pair of big upcoming features today, blah, 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 whatever. The payment feature called Super Follows will allow Twitter users to charge followers and give them access to extra content. That could be bonus tweets, access to a community group, subscription to a newsletter, or a badge indicating your support.
That's the one. Don't give it to him, Dave.
In a mock-up screenshot, Twitter showed an example where a user charges $4.99 per month to receive a series of perks. Twitter sees it as a way to let creators and publishers get paid directly by their fans. I do want to read a little bit of that next paragraph. Go back. Direct payment tools have become increasingly important for creators. All right. Patreon has been hugely successful on other platforms, including Facebook, YouTube, and even GitHub.
Not familiar with that one.
Yeah, me neither.
Not familiar with that.
Have all launched direct creator payment features.
They're probably a billion-dollar company.
I'm sure.
We just don't even know.
Gentlemen, this is a very interesting thing that's happening.
It is.
Maybe a lot to unpack here. How do you guys feel about this? You're absolutely right. More and more people are starting to get with this type of subscription program. So people can be able to charge the fans.
That's on me.
I don't need to repeat it again, but we've seen articles. I think I read one from Spotify that said something was coming. Might have been some rumblings of some other people coming to market with the same type of idea.
Yeah, everybody's. Isn't Clubhouse putting like a direct tip?
So I hear.
Thing, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at it because, I mean, it's essentially the same thing that kind of we're doing. Like, hey, you can look at this stuff for free if you want, or if you want to throw down, we'll give you some more shit. I'm not mad at it. It's not forcing people to pay for tweets, but if you want to pay for tweets, you can get some other shit.
It's just an option.
Yeah.
I find it interesting with what we know about advertisers and how they benefit off social media of just literally selling our data to advertising companies. Everyone is going subscription-based, which takes away the advertising.
Well,
so I am
This is the conversation that I've alluded to.
Is it because
at least
they put
a dozen
Zuckerberg?
times
Get
in
us
the
out this
last
slump.
month is the Apple versus Facebook fight. It's fucking huge because it's data versus subscription /
That
ownership.
nigga need to just focus
Apple
on
is
his
trying to
man.
make it so apps like Facebook and probably Spotify and all these companies that allow you to work for free or use for free can't do it anymore.
And do you think there's anything to do with them putting
That's
Zuckerberg
crazy.
on the
I put it right at the
stand,
rim for him.
Mad Times, putting Jack there,
2K
trying
not
to
fucking with
change?
us
It has
like
everything
that.
to do with the fact that these companies are doing shit with our data without our permission and
It's all good.
profiting
We'll get
immensely
together.
off it and then buying everybody else out and allowing zero competition.
Yeah. I'm just
Everything-
curious if this is the way
5
everything
at.
is going to start going, and then what happens to advertising.
It's a good question. And it's the question of, are you okay with people taking your data and selling
They
you and
made him
profiting
do
off
a
it, or would you
jump
rather
shot.
just pay people?
Come on,
this is
Fab.
What happens
probably
to advertising? Where does the advertising exist in Twitter now as it relates to the users?
It's there, but it's not.
and they can profit.
Sponsored tweets sometimes.
You know, Jack denied it, and I
I
believe
wouldn't
him.
know. I use a third-party app.
So do I. I use TweetLogics. But what we've known is that these social media apps and companies sell our data, and that's how they profit off of it.
Correct.
I think this may be more of a experiment to see how easy they could just go to subscription based for Twitter, period.
Maybe.
Because I think they're running into that where they're going to start putting laws and really delegating how
Oh, come on.
these companies are taking our data and what they're doing with it. That's become a major thing. So
Yeah,
I think
as it should.
this easing into
That's on me this time.
everything we do is going to be subscription based may happen. Not anytime soon, but I think eventually we may get there.
I think that the answer, again, is always my thing, lies somewhere in the middle. There probably should be some data collection, free, tiery stuff that happens in the world, and there should probably be some subscription stuff that happens in the world, and it's okay for both to exist. Same way in politics where, there should be the left and there should be the right. There should be opposing viewpoints coming together and coming up with something that works for everybody.
But how do y'all feel this will affect the landscape? And I'm asking y'all because we're involved now.
We go Twitter, actually.
If y'all are seeing, we did.
I'm on
NBA,
5.
Kyrie's right. But if you've been just seeing some of the feedback, even since we started our Patreon, it's like you start a paywall and
No,
then
you're not.
immediately there's war.
Yeah. Well, people are so conditioned to everything being free.
Yeah.
Well, people are going to have to condition themselves in other ways now, and I understand that being problematic for some. But so in a hypothetical world, we have Twitter with Twitter subscription-based, Patreon, Spotify. Let's say there's a world where Apple is doing this.
Well, Apple Music is you pay $10 a month.
Mm-hmm. And Apple TV and Apple Fitness and Apple News.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And let's pretend there's a world where Apple is doing this, not that.
Oh, you're saying the availability to have free and also subscription.
Yeah. Who knows? I mean, if we're seeing all of these companies do that, I have to assume that that's the new wave.
Yeah.
I'm not certain. Don't know if I've seen anything like that from Amazon, but I wouldn't be surprised if that follows there. Mm-hmm. But how does that look? How does that look, especially from a consumer experience, I'm asking? Like,
I think they just leverage all their good content by teasing it to the free shit and just try to make people buy the shit.
Of course.
I don't think they focus on it and make that the free experience a good one.
And I do think that this is all a huge long-term plan by media companies and everyone, essentially. When Napster came through and crushed the buildings and everything for free, now we got to condition people gradually back into paying for shit. Mm-hmm. Same thing with cable news and stuff like that. People don't watch TV or subscribe to TV at the same rate. So they did a whole bunch of online shit, and that's all based on ads and
all you had to do is throw the oop.
Mm-hmm. And now they're going to condition you back into paying for the fucking CNN.
And conditioning people to not look at commercials. Someone that keeps talking about YouTube Premium all the time, I'm conditioned that way now. I hate the ads, so I pay to not do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, yeah, YouTube has the free.
Correct. Yeah.
It's all about, because, like they said...
Wait, hold up real quick, Roy. But I'm not talking about free and subscription for platform. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about free, or probably not free, but free and subscription for creator on these platforms.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. Go ahead.
Got you.
No, I was saying, like, back to what they were talking about doing, like, now with homes. And in your home, you might only see certain commercials.
Mm-hmm.
because now they have data from your Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
things you're downloading, things you're looking at. So they're only going to market certain
Two.
commercials to you.
Sure.
And different homes is so like we won't all see the same commercials anymore. We don't even on our
What
phones
the
right now. On the
fuck?
algorithms,
Hell no.
the same ads
Come
don't
on,
pop up.
Five,
Talk about some
man.
shit. It'll pop up on your
I was
Instagram.
about to say it. Say a censure right now. It'll be like an IG in a
But
minute.
I remember at first when we started first hearing about these things, we was like, "What are they trying to do?" And now it's a normal thing. Like we know what's happening. Like you just said, say something and you know it's gonna pop up on your phone.
No question.
2-3 years ago, that scared us. The thought of that, like what? They're
conditioning.
definitely listening now. It's nothing. It's like we laugh when we see it now. Like, look, see, it's right here.
Mm-hmm.
But what does it do? We understand what the platforms are gearing up for, we think.
Mhm.
But what does it do for the actual
Get
content
outta here,
creators
bruh.
to their
Oh,
strategizing,
man,
right?
I was
Like,
thinking I'm trying to jump off of that
that's-
shit.
I would imagine, like for me, as a rapper, I hated to even promote albums.
Uh-huh.
I hated to
You did.
promote anything.
But why?
Art. Back to the whole art thing. Art, you should look at if you want it. You get it. The whole
Come on,
integrity.
Five.
I'm
I
not,
shouldn't have
I'm
to
not
sell it to you.
forcing anybody to, I just never felt comfortable doing that. So here we are in this subscription
Mhm.
land, right? Am I, as a content creator, am I putting my shit everywhere that this service
Oh.
is available?
I
And
meant to pass it to
ultimately
Cuz.
asking every one of my fans everywhere
The
to pay
dude, the
for
random.
anything I do? I could see content creators having a problem with that.
Oh,
No, I mean, it could
goodness,
get
bro.
sticky, and which is why I think the middle ground is the best because right now it's a great time for
Yeah,
creators because you
what
can
you
put
want?
stuff out and get a fan base and get a following and build it essentially for free. I mean, maybe
Call
not to the
it-
creator, you got to pay for studio time,
Call
whatever
time
it may
out
be.
to do that. Be dumb.
But if everything's behind a paywall,
Prove a
it's
point.
difficult to get traction
You look
again. Now you're
dumb as
back to
shit.
the old way the music business used to work, kind of.
Well, this kind of goes back to that conversation you and I were having, where I was saying with certain artists that are coming up, yeah, the only option for you to promote your music is for it to be free.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to get new subscribers, new listeners, and someone that doesn't know, no, I'm not paying $10 for an album that I don't know is going
What
to
do
be
you
good.
charge for a podcast, Rory?
An episode or a month?
An
Come
episode?
on, Five.
Everything kind of has been monthly basis. I know that would break down into
Well,
episodes,
it'll break down anyway.
yeah.
All right, so do a
Coming
month.
straight down the middle. Oh,
I think
$1.
$1.
I think $10 a month would maybe make sense if you're
Which is
doing
about
two-
$1.
Yeah, it's about $1.
Yeah.
$1.25,
Depending
somewhere
on how
around
much
there.
you
More
Yeah.
audio, right?
Sure.
Audio, yes.
Audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or maybe
Visual, a little more.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. You know.
right, like, come on, bro.
Audio,
Like,
yes.
what?
That would make it tough
He
for
go
listening
and
to
he
whole
take he
podcast.
It
Exactly.
would. But it's not.
And same with musicians or
like
anyone
what?
creating anything.
Yeah.
You go and take the
To get your
contested
shit out
layup
there, you can
instead of the
eventually do it
wide
when you
open
have that
shot.
core fan base or a huge fan base that's like, all right, well, I'll just go where y'all are going.
This goes back to
To
the
Niggas
do
is
that is the
idiots,
free
bruh.
shit.
easier
Like,
now versus then conversation because as someone who was selling music out of the trunk of my car, for lack of a better term, prior to the internet being a major thing,
What the
I would
fuck?
sell way less shit and get way less coverage and way less press, but I made way more money. So
but even like the people, like, remember when you used to walk in Times Square? Yo, you like hip hop? You like hip hop? Yo, buy my CD.
yeah,
Well,
That
that's
was
where I
still
am.
that was still happening when Kendrick was putting out free music, and I was like, these guys, they're gonna die, and I don't mean die physically, but
New
their
hash.
music is gonna die because people are still trying to sell music right now, and I can get one of the greatest new rappers for free.
yeah, but maybe they caught 20 licks that day and had a decent little day.
And maybe
Yeah,
that,
but
and
did
that's
it
the-
get for the larger picture? Did it get to?
I'm going to your.
people.
I'm going to.
If
I'm
it
gonna
was just
guard your
free, if I
man.
just passed out my CD, just pass it. Yo, I like hip hop. I'll take your CD. I will listen to it. If you just
Dave.
keep passing that out, you'll probably end up getting more listeners than charging someone $10
Come on, Dave.
off good faith.
Maybe,
That's very difficult.
Maybe yes and maybe no. I would also argue, and there's probably some statistics to prove this, that when you get people that actually purchase your product, whether it's a whatever album, a ticket sale, whatever, I feel like those fans tend to be a little bit more invested.
Sure,
So
I
you,
agree.
you may have a better chance to get real fans.
And I think you do that by giving it out for free and then targeting the fans that you know are going to come back because they're
See, in
buying
this fight
merch,
that
buying
they
shit.
this
I'm guarding
like,
yours.
this conversation they're having right now is where the content creators are going to be split, because in Parks' scenario, hey, a lot less audience, but I'm paid a lot more, so I don't care about y'all. I care about
The
the
100 people that are supporting
If
it.
there are 100 people paying a premium, and that's where I'm making my living,
Right.
I care about those 100 people. Rory, I think, is still on brand building.
Sure. And ironically,
I have to give this out for free, and that's the boat probably a lot of podcasters find themselves in.
Sure.
And ironically, Parks and I are talking about
everything. Yeah.
Parks and I are trying to get to the same consumer. We're talking about the strategy.
Okay.
We're looking for the same consumer. I want the consumer that's going to come back and purchase things and move with me. I think to find more of those people, you have to start in a free world.
But that's why it's interesting what Shooter's doing. When I was talking about it, like, he's selling his album from his own, you know, like he DM him, Cash App him, $40 for the album.
Uh-huh.
But what he's doing now recently is like people are actually paying more than what he's asking.
Yeah. So
Some people Cash App him 80. Some people Cash App him 100.
Same thing I was
Like,
talking about with me and Gift Shit. Like,
right.
People were dropping 50 for the album that was $10. People were dropping 30. People were dropping 15, 12.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, which is great. It's awesome. And thank you guys, whoever purchased and supported. And again, I think that the answer is somewhere in between.
I bought it.
Thanks, Ross.
Yeah, no problem.
I think the answer is somewhere in between. You kind of got to do both.
Yeah.
You got to have some shit out there where a casual onlooker may just click it and listen, and they paid their $10.99, so you're going to get your .0000006 cents.
So when subscription land happens everywhere, which we're assuming will be the case.
I think it's going to take some time, but I think
we do 2 podcasts a week. Your strategy is what? Let's flush this out in real time. You give one out for free.
Book
every
up,
week,
Dave.
and you charge
You
$1
wide
for the
open.
other one in hopes to gain maybe 7% of your actual audience and get them to pay.
Are you saying
How
us,
would y'all
us,
do it?
us
I'm
or just a new
asking.
I like the way we do it.
What y'all would do?
I like the way we do it as far as like dropping a minute, 2-minute clips online about certain topics.
True.
And then, like, you know, that's it. So yeah, we throw that out.
I'm not
there
asking you about clips. I'm asking you what you do with the 2 pods a week.
No, I mean, well,
Are you talking about us or hypothetical? Okay, that's specific.
Us in a hypothetical.
yeah, I don't think we can not charge and give out a full podcast for free.
See?
I think
and these are the decisions that content creators are going to have to sit and live with for a little bit.
I think free has to exist no matter how big you are, period. We can use us as an example.
Or at least
Patreon.
low paid, like DSP.
Yeah,
you know, you're getting your...
Yeah, like it has to something, right? Even if it's $1.
What I would like
I was going to talk about Patreon or the idea of it. Like, yeah,
There's some shit,
to piss
man.
people
Come
off
on.
just right there. No matter what, we still need to focus
go.
on our larger fan base that is going to continue to come back every week for free. We need to focus on them. That actually needs to be the focus regardless. Just so we can try to start
You gotta sit there.
to
You
win
gotta stay down there.
the casual consumer over to then go pay for the Patreon stuff. I'm talking from us, just our actual pockets.
Yeah.
We knew that we'd have that small part of our fan base that would go right to Patreon and pay the $5, $10, $25. If we just cut that off, we're only going to focus on them. We can start to win people over with our free episodes. But you know what? They've been kind of rocking this month.
Yeah,
I think
$5.
I'm gonna go pay that $10.
Right.
But I think that's what advertising is.
You put a lot of faith
wins.
in the customer, boy.
Well, when your product is good,
You
that's
still
what you're
put
supposed
a
to
lot
do.
of faith in the customer.
But I think
I see what Joe is saying
I think it's
there.
advertising.
Yes.
I think that's
Of course
what your brand wants to be a part of this. You want to put your logo on our show. You want to put some product on the table, on the walls. Okay, this is what it'll cost you. So now our fans still essentially get the show for free, but we're still making money elsewhere because
what up?
That exists. We're not talking about.
But that's what I'm saying. I think that's why it's hard for people
here,
to kind
bro.
of get away from doing business with advertising. Because a lot of people are still giving the product essentially for free.
This man
The
run out of
fans may
bounds
not be
and shit.
paying, but companies are paying for our product.
Listen, man. It's a lot to unpack here. We don't have to do this here.
No, this is
unlocked a
great
whole
conversation.
different door, which is advertising. Most podcasters are not even privy to that stuff. But here we are. But now,
At one point, we weren't privy to that.
That's true. 1,000%.
Yeah, so you got to keep. You got to keep showing up. When you're consistent,
but I
people
wanna
know they
draw
can
the
always
line.
find you and always find good
Gotta go
product.
over there now.
Eventually, people will want to pay for it.
But I want to draw a hard line between advertisements and subscriptions. They're not the same,
Oh, no,
and nobody
absolutely
else will tell you that.
Let's go then.
They're not the same at all. If you're fortunate enough to get some ad money and funnel that the way that
Great.
off, awesome. You rock. You well on your way.
Right.
This subscription money is just new space for all of us because it's not something they allowed us it's not tech they allowed us to get with until now. But that's that crossroad, that fork in the road that I keep talking about, where companies will have to make a decision in being able to let creators participate in ways that they haven't before. This is a step toward that.
What I would like to see from, at least on the music side, say Rory spends $10 a month at Apple Music or Spotify or Tidal, whoever the fuck, but he only listens to Emotional Oranges and Day. Your streams, you might listen to...
Let's go, Trey.
Each album from each of them one time a month. Or one time a day, rather. You're probably earning them $1.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is the other $8 going?
I brought this point up, and Twitter killed me when I said Drake is probably the reason so many people subscribe to Apple Music or to a Spotify. He shouldn't have the same split as the unknown artist.
Twitter killed me for asking if anybody
And
got
some
equity
equity.
in OnlyFans. They was like, all right, Joe, shut up. Enough now. And I'm like, see, that's the problem.
Yeah, some people are not ready to even have those type of conversations.
Yeah. No.
So you can't even be mad at that. Like, you just got to understand, people are not even thinking about that. The reason why I love Apple Music or any of these DSPs really is because I can literally pull up any song I want in my phone. And to me, $10.99, whatever it is a month, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Like, I can pull up songs from the 80s, the 70s, and 90s. Like,
wherever.
I don't have to run around with a big CD book and play the music in my crib. Like, I can you can plug it in. Like, so it's all about the convenience.
Absolutely.
It's all about, being able to, like Shazam. You talk about it. You don't know a song, press a button.
Go right to Apple.
It gives me the name of the song. Yeah. Add to my library. It's all about the convenience and just, you know what I'm saying, being able to just have everything right here.
I would just like to see those DSPs, like, the world is frowning upon socialism, yet artists have to live by socialism through the DSPs. We all have to split up that, the money, the $10.99 for everybody.
Right.
As opposed to if I only listen to 38 Special, he should be getting my $9.99 minus whatever Apple splits.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
But the thing with that, and we joked again at the beginning of the pod, of what a stream is worth. Why they don't do that is because once they start busting it down that way, we'll start to realize what everything is worth. So they have to keep it at 0.00001 per stream, just so no one can really find out exactly what they're worth to the app and what their fan base is bringing. I give you $10.99 so I could go listen to 38 Special.
Right.
I don't listen to nobody else.
Right.
His shit is not worth 0.00001 to you when I play that song.
Correct.
Right.
That's why we won't really answer that question, because they'd have to reveal what it is when they split it that way.
Yeah, they don't want to have to confirm that.
And just quickly, because we've been on this for a little while.
It's a good comment.
I do want to know what this does with young people.
Not to cut you off. It's kind of like...
They'll cover Rory off.
No. I just thought about something.
I hear that shit.
I just thought about something. Like,
hey, you do it every episode.
It's kind of like when you walk into Target.
Love that store.
Like, I might be going in there just for body wash. Like, bottled water.
The mall is so bougie, by the way. Where he goes with body wash.
Target?
That's a reasonable place to go.
Yeah, it's better.
But I'm just saying,
find you a C-Town.
That's crazy.
2 minutes left,
I don't know
Dave.
if you've been in the C-Towns now.
You still run.
The ill body wash.
They redid them. They look like the Mac Cafe.
All love. I'm still going to Target. But that's like when you go to Target for body wash and shit like that. Like, I'm just thinking about DSPs, right?
Somebody got kicked.
I might be going here
somebody
for
quit on their
whatever
team.
artist I love. But then I'll bump into, we had this conversation before, like, if a major artist drops on the day you're putting your project out, would you be upset? And I'm like, I don't know if, as an artist, I would be upset because everyone is running to this app because this major artist dropped.
Sure.
And that means now people are here. Somebody might stumble upon my shit by accident. Like, I go to Target, like I said, body wash. I'm just walking. I might see some other shit like, oh, I didn't know I needed that until I saw it.
Can I jump in on that point? Because every time we bring it up in this pod, like, it's like nails on the chalkboard for me. Yes, I agree that if a bigger artist drops, it may help a lesser known artist in sales. But that lesser known artist is going to have a rough rest of the week. I don't care how your sales went. You could have beat every projection. But when you get on one of your socials and say whatever you think the best song is, y'all heard Take a Flight right now? No. We heard all Beyonce shit.
It's because word of
Do
mouth.
not. Why
word
are
of
we
mouth
even
still exists.
talking about take a flight right now? Like, it's just it could do something for an artist's morale. Is all I'm saying. Now you gotta hope your project got longevity. Hope we can talk about my shit next week.
Well, let's also talk about the
I'll
fact
take
that
it.
the lesser known artists that
Homo.
end up on that, it's not a guarantee that you end up on that big page. You could be the dopest
Come on,
artist with
AI.
the following, but if you're not paying the label
Well,
or
that's
someone
fine.
to get your shit on that fucking front page,
Well, that's
it's not
fine.
gonna
I'm
be
all
big
this
like
shit
everybody else.
now,
Ain't gonna
but we
happen.
trying to find fucking new music
Right.
on
Oh, stop.
Fridays.
Yeah.
I can't find it.
Like y'all just told me I have to search the artist. I'm
They
like, wait.
show me everything. They show me shit I could buy for 69 cents.
Yeah.
Jams from the 60s. They show me everything except for new artists, new music, what's out. Like,
Unless they are supported by a major label or
Which is
came out of
corny.
pocket.
It's so
And I
corny.
still believe in
Bruh.
word of mouth via social media.
Me too.
Come
That
on,
still
bruh.
makes artists.
I get shit from Alex.
Even the
What
biggest.
we gotta do?
And that doesn't really happen when a Beyonce drops. There'll be no word of mouth that you should.
Word
that
of
week.
mouth
No
is a
foul.
real thing, and it's a real form
Stop.
of promotion. Unfortunately, in this microwave era, word of mouth doesn't last as long as it used to.
No, of course not. Of course
nothing
not.
lasts.
But word of mouth mixed with label help, marketing, all that other shit. Word of mouth is still a very important part of that. You just need all the other elements before you just need word of mouth.
You need a dance. You need a meme. You need a challenge.
Yeah.
You need a label backing.
Yeah.
You need
Same as you
label
ever did.
backing.
Why doesn't Apple
What's my
You need
challenge?
radio. Look at radio trying to come back. You need radio.
What's my challenge gonna be?
Playlist is the new radio.
You need a
What were
playlist.
you gonna ask for?
Why doesn't Apple Music give us the new music that drops on Fridays now? Why don't they give us based on what we listen to our album?
You would think
Why don't they do that?
because they're getting a check from the labels. Is the answer though?
Playlisting for a majority sake is all label. Hey, we're pushing
that
this
has
song.
to change, bro.
Yeah.
That has.
Play-
I don't
playlisting
give
is
a
the
fuck.
new
It's
label.
making the
90% of the
AI's
artists that
missing.
DJs,
Look at my
Not no
library. You got
choice.
it.
Yeah,
You can see what I download,
yeah,
what I play.
like,
Give me that shit.
all that shit that's on new music now. I'm like, I don't know who. I'm not listening to that.
Yeah, same.
Can you hear the vagina drying up?
It's definitely happening.
Pussy been dry. Listen to this shit.
And before we get off this, while it's dry,
It's okay.
While it's dry,
Let's
let's run it.
we gotta talk to the nerds someday.
While it's dry, another thing, ladies.
while it's dry, can I make a quick point before we try to get it wrapped up?
It's dry ready. We're not getting.
Dave, you playing
We
or
would say
no?
social media apps are usually driven and
Money said he ain't getting on tonight, probably. Yeah, it don't matter. I gotta run a couple games before I hit the hay. Wake up tomorrow and play this shit.